Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm very grateful for having you over, and yes, thank you so much for coming over here. So if you're new here, my name is Ankimwele. I am a born again girl, and I do nursing second year, and in the process of becoming a manifestation master. And that's a fancy way of saying that I'm trying out the law of attraction. So yes, welcome. In today's video, I'll just be doing a continuation of my, of my vlog that I did post yesterday, and also it's just kind of connected to my intro, the intro that I did about procrastinating and such stuff. So yesterday I told you people that I'm struggling with, the video that I posted yesterday. I told you that I'm struggling with self-doubt and such stuff, and that's what we will be talking about here. That I'm in the process of finding a solution. Yes. So let's get into the video. If you have watched my previous video, I talked to you people about how I'm struggling with, being everywhere and self-doubt. And, that was just a step to addressing the bones in my shelf. Is there some is there an English word, an English phrase that goes by that name? So if you have watched my previous video, you people know how I talked about struggling with being everywhere and self-doubt, and not read this book, but I was in the process of reading it. This is such a a coincidence. So after making the video, I came back to read my book, of which the book that I was doing is You Are Badass by Jen Sincero, and the full title is You Are Badass by Jen Sincero, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. So this is coming from chapter 23. Where I read is chapter 23, and it was just like speaking to me, baby. I'm not alone in this. Wow. So the chapter is about, let me reach to that point. Here we go. So, the chapter is about the almighty decision. So, if you're having self-doubt, you undergo this process of having some certain, you have some not accomplishments, but plans, goals that you want to reach, and then you're just in the process. Oh, am I worthy to do this? Am I worthy to take this leap? And you're just confused. You're just doubting. You're just being a Thomas or a Thomas, whatever. So I came across this read, and I was so grateful. I mean, that's such a coincidence. So let me read for you. That is chapter 23. Let's go. The almighty decision. I'm still searching the real point. Making decision, of course, and it has started with a story about invention of the 8-cylinder engine that is in one block. Yes, by Henry Ford. So it starts way back when Henry Ford insisted to a room full of annoyed engineers that his V8 engine could be built the way he envisioned it. It was after he had already gone bankrupt in this first attempt at creating an automobile empire. So at that time, he already had plenty of proof that he was capable of failing on a massive scale. But his faith in himself and his vision was so strong that he stuck with it in spite of all the evidence around him that pointed to big fat loser, and became one of the most successful entrepreneurs of all time. So your story could develop one block engine of 8 cylinders. That's where it starts. So let's go. I do not know why. Yes, so here, so anaenda, it goes on and he speaks about, the only failure is quitting, everything else is just gathering information, blah blah blah. So we go. So here we are, point 2 of making the almighty decision. To decide means literally to cut off. No wonder so many people are totally freaked out by it. The terror around making the wrong decision can be so overwhelming to some people that they develop the habit of waffling back and forth, paralyzed by self-doubt and terror, finally hacking out a decision that they then proceed to change over and over and over again. Self-doubt. Just, if you have self-doubt, you stay in a state of indecision, because you do not have the courage to take, a leap of faith. And that's what your genie here. So basically, that's what your genie was struggling with. Had coming across this is not, I do not take it by chance. So making decisions hastily without thinking or feeling into them, that is character number B of procrastinators or people who have self-doubt. So making decisions hastily without thinking or feeling into them, their main goal being to escape the discomfort and get the damn thing over with already, or being so afraid that if they pick one thing they'll miss out on another, so they either choose to do nothing or try to do everything. Actually, at this point, I just knew I just knew it, this book, I just knew that this book was speaking to me. Remember, I had not seen this I had not reached this chapter before doing my video, and coming across it is just giving the exact character of what I was telling you. So nikasema you must tunatengeneza hii video, why not? So Aki, just, that's us. If you're struggling with self-doubt, that's us, doing everything or just doing nothing. But I thank God, because I know I'm doing something right now, and I've just made a decision to be here and to be present. So being so afraid that if they pick one thing, they'll miss out another, so they either choose to do nothing or try to do everything, which are both excellent ways to miss out on all of it. They basically decide to never decide because they don't want to make the wrong decision. Good times. And then anaendelea kusema deciding is freedom, indecision is torture. Wow. So let me just continue. Indecision is one of the most popular tricks for staying stuck within the boundaries of what's safe and familiar, which is why a common trait of successful people is that they make decisions quickly and change them slowly. And by quickly, I don't mean that you must know exactly what to do the moment a decision presents itself, although that is in brackets, although there are those people who do, but rather that you immediately face the damn thing and start working through your decision-making process, whatever that may look like, sleeping on it, making a list of the pros and cons, feeding into it, etc. If you're a waffler or prefer to avoid the process altogether, a great thing to do is practice on the little things to build up your decision-making muscle. And that's what I'm making right now. And that's what I'm doing. What am I doing? But rather, okay, where are we? So what you're supposed to do, or what you're supposed to do is, I a great thing to do is practice. So practice on the little things to build up your decision making muscle. And I've just decided to make small decisions, like reading for you. This, this test was a decision that I make, and I made it faster. Make yourself pick something off the menu in under 30 seconds. Once you choose, you are unauthorized to change your mind or your order. Give yourself 20 minutes to go online and research the best garlic press, and then make the purchase. So this does not mean that you should just go online. You people, in our case, we have Jumia. You can also go to the Amazon or whatever online shop you use, and just, those are the little things that you should practice. Or another thing, when you're making a decision whether, okay, I had a friend, that was a post, and a friend said that in the exams they answer the paper first because they do not want the habit of negotiating with the first idea of the answer you had with the second idea. You people, I know most of us have found ourselves in that situation that, is it A? At first you have, if it's question one and answers are A, B, C, D, you're just like, okay, the answer is A. Then after some time, you're just like, what about C? Then after C, what about D? So by making decisions faster, you'll just like, do away with self-doubt, and you'll just be in you. And remember, the first choice or the first idea is always the right one. So if you're someone who needs to sleep on it or mull it around a bit, give yourself a deadline. Don't leave it open until you decide and risk waking up 40 years later and finally sure of what to do, long after the opportunity has passed you by. Pay attention to how much time you need to decide, overnight, a week, or a month, and demand of yourself that you figure it out by then. So just to give you an example of what I did, I had this idea. This is connected to my first vlog that I did in YouTube. I had this idea of starting YouTube for a long time. And then I was just like, how about I can wait, I do not have a good camera. I do not have a good phone. I do not have network, connectivity, a stable network. I was just like, just staying, not making decision and giving myself excuses, So you people, you have heard, these things just spoke to me that self-doubt is something that you need to get away from and make a decision. One way to get away from it is, deciding and making a decision faster, and just, okay, I know I see this video is becoming a bit longer and I'm not going to continue reading it. So she goes and tells us that, Gen Zero goes and tells us that you should make watertight decisions. That this means if you make a decision, you've made it for once and for all. If you make a decision and you start regretting, then you just get stuck, and the self-doubt and the thing of losing courage of making decisions will just keep on coming. You will always be stuck. You'll always be in that condition. It's actually a crisis. Self-doubt is actually a crisis. So yeah, that was just one solution to it, that you need to make decisions, and the decisions must be watertight decisions. So I feel I've talked too much. So bye. So that was it for this video. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming over and watching. As usual, hit the subscribe and comment. How are you? Were you dealing with self-doubt? Are you in this category, or I'm alone in this? Actually, mimi sijui hii pattern decision deciding whether you have to follow your timetable, deciding whether you want to start a YouTube channel, deciding whether you want to start a small business for yourself, deciding whether you are worthy to go for that pageantry or that modeling career you have always wanted to do. You have to make a decision, and it must be watertight. So that's it for this video. The good thing is, if you want to read You Are a Badass by Jensen Zero, of course it's a top layer of quantum physics, and just a safe book to help you get through life. You can get it in PDF form, yes, in EPUB. Yes, I think it's available, and it's free. It's free, by the way, so you can check it out. And need to play quantum physics, so you are good to go. Yes, that's a good thing. And also, I need you people to comment and tell me how was this to rate this book vlog, because I'm just trying a new idea. First, at the 9, please make sure you you give this book vlog a review. Make sure you leave your comment. So thank you for watching. If you have nothing to comment Hibiscus. Comment Hibiscus. So thank you for watching. Bye. 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 Yes.